Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
We're going to see a great example of hitter-setter communication in transition. Here's a missed pass by Irvine. Hawaii gets a free ball. Watch Nick West, the middle attacker for Hawaii, right there. And he's, instead of running in front of the setter, like most middle attackers do, he's going to call for behind the setter. Irvine gets nobody up, and he fools everyone in the gym and gets the point. Averill started it all off with a great serve, which forced the free ball. And then again, we'll watch Nick West. He's yelling to Sam. He's yelling a particular audible. Was probably something like back or something like that. I don't want to give away what it was, but anyway, he had a nice little audible there. Good communication. And Hawaii was communicating well all first set. So well, they hit 500. That's a pretty good passing, pretty good communication by Hawaii. Only 3 hitting errors, 15 kills, and Irvine's 333 is just a little bit off their 371 marks. So Irvine did not play poorly at all. They only had 4 hitting errors, but Irvine had 6 service errors to Hawaii's 3. We'll see if the rust has been shaken off a little bit by Irvine, who hasn't played in a couple of weeks, as they set out to get a little revenge on the first set loss.
Hawaii will begin, and serving will be J.P. Marks. Big toss. Storks. And that hit by Dano. You know, Dano, you look at Dano, and if he was in a kindergarten class and he had hair like that, he'd be the imp of the class. He'd be the one that the teacher is always sending into the corner. You know, he'd be the little troublemaker, because that's the way he plays this game. He's always around. Look out.
I'll tell you, he can play, though. His numbers put up this year are All-American numbers. 3 kills a game, almost 3.5 kills a game, hitting 371. Leads them in aces with 16. Taylor Averill going. Good effort there, but runs into the signage and stays down for a while. He's going to stay in the game.
Serving a Stork. And there's West.
Boy, the Biscaro-West combo has been amazing tonight. That's kill number 6 for Nick West. In 6 tries, he's hitting 1,000.
Averill still trying to get back to normal. Kind of stretching it out in the middle. Serving will be West. Long. 2-1 Irvine in the second set. So Costello will come in replacing West. And serving will be Dano.
We see West being high-fiving everybody. It's one thing he's brought to this team. He's brought a sense of humor. Keeps everybody light and loose.
There's an ace by Dano. And for Dano, that's his 17th ace of the season. He leads the club, leads the team. Well, in fact, coming in 65 aces compared to Hawaii's 47 coming into this match for Irvine.
Well, Dano's one of the reasons that Charlie Wade brought out the serving machine.
There's a big hit there by Lofi. And good news for Lofi.
Yeah, he's getting some sets tonight. But Dano and Clark are 2 of the reasons why Charlie Wade brought out the serving machine that serves the ball faster than any of his players. But it serves about the same speed as the Irvine players.
Biscaro serves. And that hit by McDonald, that's over. And in 4-2, Irvine leading here in the second set. Hawaii winning the first set, 25-23, if you just joined us. Jim Leahy along with Chris McLaughlin.
Good swing by McDonald that time, over the block.
McDonald serving into the net. So the service error still a bugaboo for Irvine going into the second set. Here's Stephen Hunt. the Toronto native. Line drives it over. Dug up by Tilly. Here's Clark. That was an out ball, I believe, but it came over so fast and was so vicious that all Hunt could do was react to it.
When Hunt served a really good first serve, forced a bump set up, but Clark makes the most of the bumps. It hits over the block, and you're right, Jim. I think that might have gone out, but Hunt had to react as if there was a touch on the block.
5 serving 3. Clark will serve. Carson Clark out of Santa Barbara, California. Carson Clark set to serve. We're in the second set, just the start of the second set in this match. Clark gets it over. And ball dug up by Hunt. It goes to Marks. Here's Clark. Boy, that left-handed just slices the ball on the other side of the court. Very hard to react to. Another kill.
He's got range. He's got size. Here's a set from the back row. Clark goes up, takes the spinning ball, and just buries it.
Clark serving again. Hammers it into the net. So Hawaii gets the point. And serving will be Lofi, 4, serving 6. Lofi, soft serve. Brinkley. Ball is hit over. That's returned. Hunt, Descaro, Hunt again. In the air by Clark. Outside to Tilly. And blocked by West.
Tilly commits his first error of the night. He doesn't make many errors. He had only one against SC a couple weeks ago. He's only got one tonight. Very high percentage player.
Lofi trying to tie it. 5 serving 6. There's Clark. Clark right down the line. That zipped in. 7-5, Irvine leading by 2.
You can see how Clark's playing at a different level. He goes over the block. He goes inside the block. He does it from the back row, does it when he's in the front row. That's why the national team has been interested in him the last couple of years.
Here's Tilly, the Frenchman. Hunt, Descaro. The ball is hit over by Marks. There's Dano. And that ball hit, I believe, hit the antenna. Hit the antenna as he tried to go down the line. Averill will serve for Hawaii. 6 serving 7. Dug up by Tilly. And that ball hit down off that very good set right in the middle. That ball hit down by D'Amore.
Nick Costello kicking himself because that ball was right in his wheelhouse where he could pop it up. Most of the barrels, the good barrels in the league, have got to pop that one up.
D'Amore serves. Costello. They go to Marks. Marks hits it over by us. Technician saves our lives. And it's 8-7. Irvine leading by 1.
I'll tell you what's happening now. When Hawaii gets a good pass like Costello just did then, the middle blockers for Irvine are committing in the middle, which is leaving J.P. Marks and Hunt one-on-one on the outside.
Marks serves. Dano, Stork. That ball hit over by McDonald. Good save. Hunt tried to go cross court, but hits it out. 9-7. Irvine continues to lead. And serving will be Stork. Daniel Stork from Topanga, California. Went to Crespi High School in Southern California. Dan Devone likes to call it SoCal. Stork hits it into the net. Another service error. Those service errors have really helped Hawaii as far as being competitive in this particular match. Hawaii trails now by 1. And serving will be Nick West. He's out of Orange, California. West zips it over the net. Good save by Tilly. Ball is hit by Clark. Right there is Hunt. Hunt hits it into a triple block. I mean, that was the Great Wall right in front of him.
Yeah, not many choices where to go there. If you can hit it high hands, you know, that's one good option. Or like earlier this tonight, Hunt hit a cut shot inside the 3-meter line and avoided that block. But that's a pretty tough situation when you got 6 hands across like that.
Dano serves. Hunt. Descaro back to Hunt. Pushes it over left-handed. They go to Clark. That's blocked back. Saved by Tilly. Stork. Down the middle comes Dano. That's blocked by Lofi. Tilly. Saved in the back row by Marks. Hunt.
Boy, he hit that one at a sharp angle. That was amazing. The ball was dying, it was tight, it was inside, and he made the most of it. Got inside the block, gets off the net to about the 3-meter line and comes inside.
Tremendous kill shot.
That was a shot.
Descaro takes something off. Stork at the net. That ball is really hit over by McDonald. McDonald was blocked on his first effort by Lofi, but not the second one. Irvine continues to lead by 2, 11-9 here in the second set. Hawaii winning the first set, 25-23.
McDonald with 4 kills now and 8 tries and 375s. Also got 3 blocks.
McDonald serving. Hunt saved by Lofi following the block. Hunt again over the triple block. And that ball goes down. It went over the triple block and then it went over Stork in the back row. McDonald tried last-ditch effort to save it, couldn't do it. Point Hawaii, and it's 11-10 Irvine.
There's a good block by Irvine, good cover by Lofi. And Hunt really has nowhere to go. Again, he's got 6 hands across, and he just loops it down the line and hopes that somebody would not get a hand on it.
Stephen Hunt will serve. Line drive. That ball hit by Clark. But there was nothing but sound barrier in that particular exchange. The first one, as that went down, and it was saved by Tilly. And then it came back over, and it was Clark. It was all around 700-something miles an hour.
Well, Hunt served up a great ball, too.
Lofi from Descaro find a great dig in the back row by Hunt that time. That's set up everything. Hawaii stays close. Serving will be Lofi, 11 serving 12.
Hawaii's middles now with 10 sets of the 36 total. It's a high percentage, 33% of the sets going to the middle.
Tilly able to go cross court, get it down, 13-11. So Irvine continues to inchworm away. 2 points, 1 point, 2 points, 1 point. Here in the second set. Serving is Tilly. Dug up by Castello. Descaro. Ball is hit over by Averill. Saved by Brinkley. Here's Clark. That's out. Point Hawaii. Back to a 1-point difference in the second set. And serving will be Taylor Averill.
And Clark showed at least he's not totally perfect. He looked like he was all-world Superman here the first 6 or 10 hits.
That's dug up by Dano. Stork sets up Clark. Clark tries to steer it inside the antenna. He does. And the ball goes off the block and down. Back to a 2-point lead for Irvine. Take another look.
And Clark, not much approach. He took 1-step approach and he caught a moving block. You see J.P. Marks moving that then. That's the best kind of block you want to hit.
Serving is Diamore. Ball is hit over by Marks, blocked back. Good save by West. Stork goes outside. That ball comes zipping over by Dano. Costello with the save. Dano again, and this time it's off the block. That was just a point-blank shot. Block was there. Dano was there. Dano won. 15-12. We take this television timeout.
See what's new this spring at Big Island Candies. Visit BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire seasonal collection.
Welcome back, everyone, to this match between University of California, Irvine and the University of Hawaii. We're in the second set, 15-12 in favor of Irvine. Hawaii winning the first set, 25-23. Serving will be Austin Del More. West again from Biscaro.
West 7 for 7.
Good receiving that time, receiving the set by Marks. Marks will serve.
Hawaii overall, in my opinion, has been doing a pretty good job of passing the Irvine serves that are among the best in the country and statistically the best in the MPSF, averaging almost 2 aces per set.
Here's Marks. Pick up by Brinkley. Stork. Outside goes to Dano. Dano picks it off Costello. Dano again.
Dano's starting to heat up a little more now. Carson Clark has got 10 kills to lead everybody on the floor, but Dano catching up. He's got 6.
Stork serves Costello. And the ball hit by Averill. Averill hits it off the block. So Hawaii will get the point, and serving will be West. Lofi comes into the front row, along with Hunt and along with Biscaro. West will serve. Waiting for it is Stork. Ball is hit by Dano off Hunt in the front row. Dano now with 7 kills. 17-14. Irvine has established a 3-point lead. Hawaii trying to crack into it, but they've been unable to do so far.
And Hunt was absolutely in the right position there to block Dano straight down, but Dano just too much heat on it, too much velocity.
Pick up by Castillo. Biscaro. Dead. Cross-court bump that time. Goes over the head of Hunt. And now Irvine leads by 4, 18-14. Charlie Wade knows that's a bit too much. Inchworming on the part of Irvine. He calls the time. Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. Irvine, the Anteaters in service, aces 1.86, and then Long Beach State, UCLA Bruins, UC San Diego, the Tritons, and the Stanford Cardinals. 18 serving 14. Dano to serve. Dano from New Berlin, Wisconsin. That's an ace. That went off Hunt.
Well, that was especially impressive in that it was after a timeout. He was cooled off during that minute timeout. Comes back and just delivers. This thing arrives in a hurry. Tough for Hunt to pass that one. Tough for anybody to pass that one.
Irvine leading 19-14. Dano again. He now has 18 kills for the season, 2 in this match, and puts the next one into the net. Oh, you go from the sublime to the almost ridiculous. Just a swing of the arm. Hawaii now trailing by 4. If they're going to play catch-up, they've got to do it now. Serving is Biscaro. Brinkley, Stork. And that ball is hit wide that time by Clark, the All-America.
A rare error from Clark. Only his 4th of the night, go along with 10 kills.
So Hawaii cuts the deficit to 3. Serving Biscaro again, knuckleballs it over. Dano, Stork. Getting the ball over is Tilly. Hawaii responding. Stephen Hunt. What a shot by Hunt. That's off Dano. That's almost payback that time. 19-17. Hawaii reduces the deficit to 2, and it shows you the mettle of the home team. Hawaii was down by 5.
Yeah, I agree. And give credit to the block that time. You know, Tilly had a good swing at that ball, and Averill got a piece of it, I believe, was Averill. Let's see if he gets a piece of it. Well, there's Hunt at the end of the play right there, delivering the terminating kill. But prior to that, though, Hawaii got to have that swing because Averill put a good touch on Tilley's block, and then Nick Costello stepped up, the former player of the year at Irvine Valley College in the junior college ranks in California. He stepped up and put up a perfect pass, and Biscaro gave Hunt basically a perfect set.
Let's go to Ryan Suji.
Hey, thanks, Jim. During the past couple of timeouts, head coach Charlie Wade taking time to talk to his setter, Sam Biscaro, about his set location. He's saying, I'm fine with you going to Stephen Hunt in those trouble situations. You got to just give him a little bit more opportunities, get him closer to the net so that he's able to work around it. Sam's struggling a little bit with location, so head coach Charlie Wade talking about that. And on the other side, John Spraw talking to his team more on the team side, saying, we have to start getting into a rhythm. We have to start relying on each other, really emphasizing the overall team dynamic and them playing together. He thinks that everyone's kind of playing individually. He's trying to get his team on the same page right now. Back to you guys.
Well, you know, it's funny you should say that because good stuff, Ryan. Thanks for the scoops. But John Spraw hired a female sports psychologist as one of his assistants this year. Her name's Andrea Becker. She works at she's a full professor at the Cal State Fullerton, and she arranged her schedule to get off every day so she could help the men's volleyball team. And there she is right there. There's Andrea Becker. And she works just on those things that Ryan Suji was talking about, team dynamics.
Hawaii now trailing by 2. Serving is Sam Biscaro out of Santa Barbara, California. Knuckleballs it over. Brinkley, Stork, Tilley. Good pancake that time by Hawaii. Marks, Stork again, short set. The ball is hit over by McDonald, and he hits it long. Hawaii now trails by 1. They've taken a 5-point deficit, and they've reduced it to the filling up of the rear view mirror.
Well, they're displaying the same sort of attitude, sort of that junkyard dog attitude they had at Pacific when they were down 0-2. And they just refuse to say die. You got to love it in a team like that.
Oh, yes, yes.
They're just spunky and pesky, and they're young. Hunt's really young. They're so young. All they've got is really Hunt and Costello with any experience out there. Lofi a little bit.
Biscaro again serving, and there. A very good set by Stork, and McDonald just finishes it.
Yeah, McDonald, boy, that was an angry attack there. He was mad. He was mad at himself for hitting that last ball out. So this one just goes. He just hammers us down.
Chris Austin has come in to serve now for Irvine. Costello, Biscaro, and that time off the block by Hunt. Another kill shot by Hunt. It was a double block that time. Tilley was up, along with Del More. So back to a 1-point deficit for Hawaii. 20-19, Irvine leading, and serving will be Stephen Hunt.
Looks like Hunt took a little bit off that one. He really wanted to make sure that he made Irvine earn their side out, because Irvine's been siding out at like 92% in this second set.
Carson Clark serving for Irvine. Costello, Biscaro keeps it alive, getting the ball over his Marks. Brinkley to Tilley. There's Costello. Biscaro kind of flicking it over that time is Stephen Hunt. Ball is hit by Del More. Saved on the Hawaii side, and then tipped back, and then they say yes. It was a good pancake by Costello. Rally continues. Tilley, and coming in to end it is Dana.
What an exchange of plays. Costello with the pop-up pancake. Hawaii had their chances. There's the tap. That is Costello just sliding his hand underneath. And that rally and that attack by Dano at the end is enough to force Charlie Wade to call his second and final timeout.
Dano took it upon himself to be the troublemaker again, did he not? All of those rallies going, those great efforts, the pancakes, keeping the ball alive, saving it. And yet, at the end, it was Dano with his strength that gives Irvine a 22-19 point lead in the second set. So they are closing in on the 25th point, and that means that this match would be even. But it is interesting to see the competition, because Hawaii is right there.
Irvine's playing as if they do not want to go into the locker room down 0-2, that's for sure. And Hawaii would love to be going in 0-2. Irvine, you know, it's a big difference when you go in the locker room 0-2 versus going in with a split.
Let me ask you this. 3 names: Zemiak, Walker, Umlauf. And Hawaii's response now this year, maybe perhaps at the beginning of the year, you know, it was a big gap. Is that gap closing?
I think so, and that's a great question, Jim, because those 3 characters, you know, formed a lot of Hawaii's identity. 3/4 of their offense. Zemiak touched every other ball. You know, so it was a big part of Hawaii's volleyball was those 3 guys, and all of a sudden there's this big void. And so I think that at first, I watched them in the fall, and they simply weren't very good in the fall. They had trouble finding their roles and who was going to, how recover from the shock of Umlauf leaving in the middle of the summer. You know, so there's a lot of things going on, but I would agree with you. They've closed the gap more and more and more, but now they're playing the second best team in the country.
Another ace. That ace by Clark. So Clark comes in with his 17th ace of the season. And it's 23-19. Irvine wants to finish this as quickly as possible. Clark serves again. That almost knocked over Marks. He just got his head out of the way.
Actually, a couple of years ago, I saw Clark knock somebody over on his serve. It's just amazing. You know, Hawaii's got to have Dano right before this, and then Clark back to back. So it's pretty tough to have to pass against those 2 guys.
Brooks Adore in to serve for Hawaii. He did the same chore in the first set. Big toss, puts it into the net. Not good. So for Irvine, it's Aloha ball here in this second set. Coming into the game for Irvine is Connor Hughes, number 2, comes into the front row, 6'6", out of Costa Mesa, California. He went to Mater Dei High School. Serving will be Tilly. So Hawaii with their heels at the edge of the precipice now here in the second set. They've got to play perfect volleyball, and they've got to play it for a long time. Tilly serves, dug up by Costello. Vizcarra, that ball hit over by West, but he hits it wide. And the second set goes to Irvine, 25-20. So it's Hawaii 25-23 in the first set, Irvine 25-20 in the second set, and we are even.